And finally, we have the second video game that I've been majorly playing, which is Undertale. I've been specifically playing it on the Nintendo Switch 2. I got the Switch 1 version. I have never fully played through this game. I've watched a Let's Play of it, and I watched it back in 2019, 2020. So I kind of know the story of this game, and I know the way it plays, but I've never played it myself. I've tried to play it on my computer through Steam a few times, and I've just never gotten into it. I don't like the way it controls with the keyboard, and I've never wanted to plug in a controller, so I've just been kind of lazy because I'm also I kind of know how this game goes. But of course, recently with Deltarune coming out, I've let me actually play this game. Let me actually play it first myself, so I can really understand sort of the vibe and just also remind myself of the story, since it's been a while since I've really gotten into it. And wow, obviously this game is amazing. It also feels so good on this. It feels like such a handheld game, and I hope Deltarune feels the same. I'm only through a little bit of the Undying stuff. I'm probably halfway through that on my first run through, so I'm going to try and play through the whole thing and then go to Deltarune, or maybe I'll get to Deltarune later. Just play through this. And yeah, I mean, it's been really cool. Obviously, revisiting all of the music is just so good, and playing it at my own pace rather than through a Let's Play lets me experience that music myself, which is super cool. I'm also actually way worse at this game than I thought I was. The dodging, I'm significantly worse at than I thought I would be, which is kind of funny. I'm usually pretty decent at turn-based stuff like that. Yeah, I also never realized just this game is really quick. It gets you through stuff very quickly, but it throws so much at you, and it throws so much good theming at you, which is really awesome. But yeah, I've been really happy with my return to this game. Just kind of playing it here and there, and it feels it feels so nice in the Switch 2. The big screen, it just feels right at home on a handheld. So yeah, I'm really excited to go through the rest of my neutral path, go through the other two paths. I don't know when exactly I'm going to get to Deltarune, because I got a big backlog of things to go through. We got some new games coming out soon as well. But yeah, really, really happy with my visit back to this game. So starting with Undertale, I basically finished the neutral route of the game, so the first playthrough. And then I also started, very briefly started the pacifist run of the game. Just a reminder, this is my first time playing it. I have just watched a Let's Play of it. Just to prep myself for Deltarune. This is awesome. I think the biggest thing that I honestly kind of enjoyed about it is just how fast the game goes. There's only a few, 3 or 4 major areas of the game. And it gets you through it super quick. It's just a very calming, soothing experience. The game is also easier than I thought it would be. I know that there's some harder stuff way later in a couple later runs, but at least in the neutral run, a lot of the bosses are not super hard. Even I was working to do a pretty kill-less neutral run. So yeah, I again am still just really excited for Deltarune. I'm really happy about how nice this game feels on the Switch 2 in a handheld form factor. And yeah, it was just super fun, super soothing to play. I'm definitely going to be playing it slower because I got another game to play, and a much more recent game to play. But yeah, this was really fun, and I still highly recommend it. So yeah. So first up, we have Undertale. So I believe the last week, I said that I had finished my neutral path of the game and had just begun my pacifist route of the game. Well, throughout this week, I finished my pacifist route, and then I kind of fucked up my genocide route, but I'll get into that in a little bit. For now, the pacifist route. I really enjoyed the pacifist route of this game. I had already done a lot of the battle gameplay aspects of it, since I was sparing a lot of the enemies in my neutral route. But story-wise, I just loved how much the game expanded on all the characters in the pacifist route. Getting to befriend Undyne, the whole True Lab situation was just super cool to uncover and learn all of the details about that. And then also, I thought the Asriel boss fight was really cool. A lot of very fun stuff. in the pacifist route. Again, I'd already experienced a lot of it. This was just my first time playing it. But overall, I really, really enjoyed it. I spent like 3 or 4 hours just one night playing it because I was that addicted to it. It hooked me so much. So yeah, I really, really liked the pacifist route. But unfortunately, so I start the genocide route and it's going really well. For the most part, I'm not enjoying it a lot just because I know from a moral perspective, the genocide route is meant to be a thing of like, you don't want to do this. So in order to kill everything, you have to go out of your way to do it, and that takes time. From a gameplay perspective, it's kind of boring, like having to run back and forth between all the areas to try and kill everyone. Story-wise, it was cool, right? It was fun to see all these characters doing reactions, to see how different the world is, to see everyone like abandon the towns. Fighting Undyne, the Undying was super cool. It actually only took me like 20 to 30 minutes to beat her. I don't know if I'm just like really good at like memorizing inputs because I like learned her pattern super quickly. But that was like easily the hardest boss fight that I encountered in the game, so that was really cool. But here's where it gets bad. So when I was about to fight Undyne, I walked up and I got a little text blurb that said, "You feel as though there's one left. Please turn back before proceeding," or whatever it said. Basically just telling me that I hadn't killed everything yet, and if I progressed, I would abort my genocide run. So I killed the last thing, killed Undyne, all good. Then, when I went to Metaton, I thought that it would give me a similar blurb, and I wanted to see how far I could go without like aborting the run, and it actually let me enter the Metaton boss fight without that text blurb appearing. So I thought I would be okay. Turns out it wasn't okay, and I killed Metaton and saved before I realized that I had failed the genocide run. And at that point, I was like, well, the only thing, I already knew what happened story-wise. Like, I already knew what happened with Asgore and with Sans and with Kara and all that, and with Flowey. And so I was like, dude, I would have to replay the whole run. It wasn't that much time, but I still have to replay everything just to fight Sans. It wasn't worth it to me, so I didn't choose to do that. So I'm tentatively like saying I'm done with Undertale because I've experienced a neutral run, I experienced the pacifist run, I have essentially experienced most of the genocide run. All I can say is that I just didn't fight Sans, which is fine. But yeah, overall, I liked the gameplay of the genocide run a lot. It was fun to like actually use the fight option and experience the different weapons, a lot of weapons that I had never used before, and like actual hard boss fights against Undyne were really cool. Overall, even though I didn't play this game like blind, I can see why it's hailed as like a masterpiece. The music, the atmosphere, the theming, it's all just absolutely top notch, and it makes me really excited to when I eventually dive into the first 4 chapters of Deltarune, which I hope feel just as at home on the Switch 2 as Undertale was. So yeah, I would highly recommend this game to anyone who hasn't played it, though I did obviously just spoil a lot of things about it. But yeah, this is an awesome